Hey, welcome to the Sales Performance Insights podcast, the show for growth-minded founders and sales leaders who want to build high-performing sales teams without all the fluff. I'm your host, Frank Gustafson, and today we're going to talk about a leadership move that more and more founders are making right now, especially the smart ones. This is about outsourcing the chaos and keeping the control. Because look, here's the truth. Your sales team may not need another rep, it might need a leader. And let's talk about that. Let me start with something that I've seen time and time again. Look, you've got a great product. You've got solid people, and you might even be running your business on a system. Maybe it's EOS or something else that has helped you get some traction. But growth, wow, that can feel inconsistent. It may be even sloppy, and your team is busy, but the numbers are just not moving like you had hoped. Your CRM is maybe it's a mess. Forecasting, I don't know. Is it a joke? Maybe. And somehow you're still closing all the deals. Does that sound familiar? Look, this is not a salespeople problem. This is a sales leadership gap. And until you fix that, all you're doing is scaling chaos, not control. Now, let's break this down. I want to talk about this concept of fractional leadership and what it is and what it's not. Look, it's not training. It's not consulting. It's not another guru who parachutes in with these big ideas and leaves your team confused. It's someone stepping into your business part-time, but with full accountability to lead the sales function. They own the seat. They manage the team. They drive the results. And they do this without a six-figure salary or a full-time commitment. You don't give up control. You actually gain control with structure, with scorecards, and with someone in the trenches beside you. Hey, if you're running EOS, this might already be clicking. You've got accountability chart. You've got your vision traction organizer. You've got your level 10 meetings weekly. But let me ask you, is your sales seat truly filled? Because what I often see is that sales is still a top performing rep who got promoted or turned into a manager, but not a leader. Maybe it's a loyal member of your team who's really not sure how to run sales, or maybe it's still being led by you. In any case, that's not scalable. Fractional leadership, what it does is it activates that EOS structure that you've already got. It's about installing real leadership where it's been missing out. Here's what this actually looks like. A fractional sales leader comes in and clarifies the process. What does qualified look like? What does each stage of the sales process look like? And how do you move deals cleanly through a pipeline? It's about building that infrastructure, that CRM, the scorecards, the talk tracks, the weekly rhythms. It's about coaching and managing the team, weekly one-on-ones, call reviews, role plays. It's about real accountability. The fractional owns the sales scorecard so that you can lead with numbers, not just gut feel. And all of this frees you up to be the visionary, not the closer or the rescuer or the fixer. You stop being the bottleneck. You start building a repeatable, coachable, scalable sales engine. So what are some signs that you might be ready? Let's run a quick gut check. If you're still closing most of the important deals, if every rep is kind of doing their own thing, I call it freelancing. If your CRM is an afterthought, or maybe it looks like a digital junk drawer, what about your sales meetings? Are they just status updates with no real coaching, no real direction? Look, if you nodded on any of those things, it's time to consider whether sales is truly being led or if it's just being managed. This is where fractional comes in. It's not about replacing you. It's not about disrupting things. It's about bringing control to the chaos. Look, I get it. Founders are builders. You push through, you solve problems. You've gotten this far by just figuring it out. But there's a blind spot here. You can't scale on hustle alone. What got you here is not going to get you to the next level of that consistent, that profitable growth that you're looking for. At some point, those people need more than just motivation. They need leadership. They need systems. They need coaching. They need a real process. And until you want to hear that, you're going to wear the hat for the next 3 years, 5 years. You need someone who can come in, who can own it, not just visit it, but own it. And here's what happens when it's done right. Reps become more focused. They become more accountable. Deals begin to move faster through the pipeline because we're qualifying smarter. Forecasts become more reliable, more accurate, not just hopeful. And you get your time back. And no, you don't need a full-time VP to do this. You just need the right leadership, right sized for where you are. Hey, if you're still leading sales, there's a decent chance that you're holding your business back. The goal isn't, again, to let go of sales. The goal is to let go of the chaos while keeping control. And if you're wrestling with this and you're curious about what fractional might look like in the real world, let's talk. No pitch, no pressure, just a smart conversation with someone who's been there. Hey, that's it for this episode of Sales Performance Insights. If any of this hit home, do me a favor, share it with another founder who might be stuck in the weeds. And don't forget to subscribe for more real-world strategies that build sales teams without drama. I'm Frank Gustafson. Until next time, keep selling smart, and remember, no one ever got fired for improving sales performance.